Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 428 Shibuya Scramble. I'm here with Yoshi,
What's up, folks?
and this is the 22nd episode. Do you remember what happened last time?
Um, I remember that Jack Stanley guy he was like, he was like, go ahead, punch me, get it out of your system, bro. You could punch me, but then we need to move on. And Kana was like, yeah, but punch this bitch. We
Yeah,
punched him, and he was like, hey, that was actually a pretty good punch. Hey, that was cool. You want to go somewhere and kiss? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna kiss this bitch real quick. And then I think
and they heard there was a minivan. The blue minivan was spotted somewhere, and then they ran
oh
over, and
yeah.
there's like smoke or fire. It cut to video.
Oh yeah, the video that was weird, yeah, video. And then also I remember it was explained for like the fifth time that all the handoffs were a decoy.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's kind of good because, the way we play this, we
we
might have
never
forgotten.
remember anything. Yeah. Uh what else? I know we hung out
Did we
with
do Osawa last time also?
uh that I might have been the time
Or was
yeah,
it,
I guess we
or was it
did.
Maria?
We hung out with Maria, I think. We might have done
Yeah,
Osawa too.
because what was her name? Miku? When she fought?
It kind of looks like it says pup or yup. Pup. Doesn't it?
Yeah,
Pup.
it kind of does. Great band.
Yeah, I don't want to get DMCA'd though, so we can't talk about pup too much.
But yeah, she, let's see, she was at gunpoint, and then the guys, or she's like, hey, is that me? And the guy's like, uh, is it?
Oh yeah, then we ran away and then we were like, oh, we're gonna go look for him again because
Yeah,
what could
maybe he
possibly
knows
go
who I am.
wrong?
Maybe he'll answer me now. It was
Yeah,
just
what a
days
goofy,
before.
goofy girl.
Anyways,
All right, so
um,
let's hop back in. Where can we go? Even
we have
everything's
Achi
blocked off.
open.
Okay,
Minorikawa is at a bad end.
all right.
How do we fix it? Oh, we need to somehow have Miku go to the knickknack shop to fix it.
Right.
So, it might be a decision Maria makes. But before we do that, we got Achi open.
All right, let's check in with the Archdog.
Last time we saw him, Minorikawa ran into us, and he went to an alleyway and got stabbed. I think that's what happened. But for now, Achi didn't slow his pace until they were nearing their
Pardon me.
destination. He turned to look back at Hitomi.
It's only a little bit further now. Did you want to walk?
I'll be alright. Ah! Achi, look out! Looking ahead, Achi saw that they were bearing down on a young grade school girl. Her head hung in dismay. Achi?
Let's just take a leap to the side. I don't want anyone to think that we're like some kind of creep, you know? I'm not gonna catch a little girl in my arms.
Achi
Not
took
in
a
this
quick
day and age.
Achi took a quick leap to one side. He managed to avoid crashing into her by taking a tumble himself, but the girl was still definitely a bit shocked.
Oh, it's that weird girl, Hana. What's her name?
Yeah, I think Hana is right. It's the Toyama's kid,
Yeah,
the whiny journalist guy, editor.
yeah. Yeah, he runs a 5-star GG.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
Achi said,
Are you alright?
but the girl didn't answer, or even meet Achi's eye. She just looked around as if in a daze. Was she waiting on someone, maybe?
Odd kid.
Achi thought.
I hope she's okay. She might be neurodivergent, you know?
Once more, Achi and Hitomi set off running. Achi led Hitomi to an old multi-tenant building. They hurried inside and headed up the stairs. Why are they running again? Oh yeah, that's right. Achi had an idea.
They're always running. They've been running. That's like 20 episodes.
Achi had an idea about something. I don't remember if it was revealed. Oh yeah, his dad's security cameras. That's what he was gonna do, so they could find this minivan. Behind the reception window on the second floor sat the custodian, sleeping on the job. Ooh, this is Yukinori Kitajima. His main job is overseeing the monitoring room for the local surveillance cameras, but on the side, he also works as a novelist and game scenario writer. He often sleeps on the job during his free time, but sometimes, while he's asleep, he gets his writing done. Just recently, a certain game was released set in Shibuya, but since he wrote the scenario and emailed it to the game company while he was asleep, he didn't know about it until just the other day.
Okay.
I feel like this is a...
Some weird meta humor.
I think this is a cameo.
From
Let me
who?
look it up. Yeah, this is the guy who wrote this story. This is the author of the
I
story.
figured. Okay, I figured it was something like that.
Well,
All right. Cool. Got nice pants.
yeah, I want pants like that. Unless it's a blanket draped over his legs. It might be a blanket, actually.
Could be.
I think this is Achi.
Oh, but okay. I thought you were gonna say behind the reception window on the second floor sat the custodian sleeping on the job,
Oh yeah,
and then I was gonna say,
yeah.
"Hey, wake up, man!"
I said that before we looked at
Oh, you
what the
did?
word
Okay.
meant.
Well, I said it too.
Oh, thanks. Um, anyways, Achi gave the window a tap, and the man woke with a start. All right, who wants to voice the author, the custodian?
Is
Should I
that
do it?
like a anthropomorphic dog with cleavage?
I don't know if it has
You see
cleavage.
it, right?
I
That
see it.
looks like cleavage.
I think those are his hands. Kind of like touching. The fingers are touching. It does look like it has long legs, though.
Its hands are kind of down at its side, like down
Is it?
at its thighs. I think that's like cleavage, yeah.
Those look
Anyways,
like knees to me. Well, if you know what it is, let us know in the comments down below.
yeah. uh, oh, oh wait, no. We need. Who is this guy? Who's
Yeah,
gonna be this guy?
you can decide.
Um, I'll do it.
Okay.
He's a writer, so he's kind of like, it's like, huh? A Chi-Chi? Don't scare me like that.
Yeah, I guess all writers speak like this.
That's one Chi too many. And wow, you sure seem to have a lot of free time on your hands. Yeah, no one's been by to check today. But that's not so bad, right? I mean, I guess it is the surveillance room, but still.
The man let out a big yawn.
My dad asked me to come down here and check on the security monitors, actually.
Achi said. Sorry to bother you when you're busy, Hitomi added with a polite bow.
Huh? Who are you? You with Achichi?
I'm Hitomi Osawa. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, ho, ho. What? You Achichi's girlfriend? Again, too many cheese here. That's none of your business. Just let me have the key.
Hoping his blush wasn't too obvious, Achi mimed unlocking a door.
You won't answer a simple question and you want me to hand over the key?
Oh. Yes, I'm his girlfriend, Hitomi said. We've just started dating, so I'm sure I'll be seeing more of you, sir. She flashed a winning smile.
Oh, well, what a surprise. Never thought a Chi-Chi could land a fine lady like yourself.
His face. The surprised custodian held out the key.
He looks like a writer. Good for you, Achichi. Still one Chi too many there. But yeah, dating.
Achi gazed into Hitomi's face, even more surprised than the custodian. The key dangled, swaying to and fro like a pendulum between Achi and the man behind the counter. Achi, Hitomi said, nudging him in the side with her elbow. Come on.
Oh, right.
Snapping out of it, Achi took the key and headed up to the next floor.
So that was like the opposite joke of what's it Mayoi in Monogatari, and she always called it Aragi.
Yeah.
Just a little Easter egg for all the Monogatari heads out there who are watching this.
Never mind. It's too much of a tangent. Anyways. I'm sorry, Hitomi said as they entered the monitoring room. For just saying we were dating like that, I mean. It was a pretty clumsy lie.
No, it was just kind of sudden, is all. I was just a bit jittery, I guess.
Achi felt his cheeks color again. I mean, I figured I had to say something or he wasn't going to cooperate, Hitomi said. She looked a little embarrassed herself. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things weird,
No.
Achi said.
No, it wasn't weird at all. Actually, it was kind of.
He stopped himself there. Now wasn't the time for that sort of conversation. They needed to find that blue minivan. What was he gonna say?
It's kind of hot, you know?
The surveillance
It made
camera
me kind of horny.
the, the surveillance camera monitoring room was really just a big office with a single computer. Achi knew it well.
So this is the monitoring system.
He explained. He switched on the computer.
You can see all of downtown Shibuya from this one computer.
Hitomi gazed impatiently at the monitor, even though it wasn't showing anything yet. The look of sheer determination on her face held Achi enthralled. Oh.
Achi, what are you getting yourself into right now? I don't know if I approve of this. All right, you talk about how attractive your sister is,
Achi murmured.
but as far as I'm concerned, right now you're the lovely one, Hitomi.
Do you think the writer is gonna write himself into the scene and be like, hey?
Maybe.
Hitomi looked at him, uncertain.
I mean, look at the lengths you're going to and the risk you're taking to save your sister.
Achi said. Okay, this is Hitomi. I can't bear the thought that something might happen to her. And the last time we were together, I said such horrible things.
Plenty of people do bad things without even realizing they're bad. Never mind trying to fix it.
I'm just doing what I think is right.
Yeah, but these days most people don't do the right thing. Heck, if they did, Shibuya wouldn't be covered in trash like it is. Me, I appreciate when someone really cares about the things that are important. Doing the right thing is a matter of course. That's very attractive.
Achi blushed as he said it, and Hitomi shyly looked away.
Ah, I think the system is ready.
Turning to the computer, Achi hastily changed the subject.
Excuse me, sorry, a little yawn. Little Easter egg for the yawn heads at home. This thing's so simple, even I know how to use it.
Clicking on the mouse, he brought up a row of 4 windows on the monitor. It's more of a grid, but okay. Each window showed a different view of the Shibuya cityscape.
The image quality's not great, but that's because it's being updated on a 2-second delay, I guess.
Achi tapped on the keyboard, bringing up shots of different locations. He clicked on one of them in order to enlarge the image.
Maybe we really can find that minivan with this.
Oh, maybe that's Otomi who said that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we really can find that minivan with this. Hitomi was practically glued to the screen.
My dad's the one who designed the security system.
Your dad must be pretty amazing.
Well, yeah, he's pretty attractive too, you know? No, he said, well, he graduated top of his class at Tokyo Genko University.
Which happens to be a prestigious national university founded over a century ago. The applicants who place highly on the entrance exam can receive a full scholarship. Wow, and Achi's dad was one of those guys. Um, they research AI. There's a AI program known as Body. While the computer is asleep, different personalities emerge, which have an impact on various normal thought processes, forming a network of more human-like thought patterns as a result. I feel like that's like a reference to something else.
Maybe. Pardon me.
Anyway,
Maybe. He always said he could have had a career in computer engineering, but he took over the electronic shop so that he could marry my mother instead.
that's such a sweet story. Do they run the store together then?
Nah, she's dead, dog.
Achi shook his head.
No, my mother died when I was 4.
Close enough. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh, that
Oh,
was
you were
my
supposed
line.
to say that.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Hitomi sounded even sadder than Achi.
Well, anyway, never mind that. Here, look.
The seedy-looking weirdo they'd run into at Gigo was on the screen.
Huh? That guy again.
Said weirdo was running all out, a laptop computer under one arm. He was being chased by a man in a long coat.
That guy sure gets chased around a lot, huh?
Achi said. When the weirdo slipped out of view, Achi switched to another camera. The new view showed the weirdo running again. By hopping from camera to camera, they could track him wherever he went.
So long as we have these cameras,
Achi said.
this guy has nowhere to run. But it's just the homie Yanagishita. Do they think he's a bad guy or something?
Maybe they just caught their attention. Like, huh, this guy's running. Is this you saying, hmm?
Oh, could be. Oh, pardon me. Hmm. Nowhere to run, huh?
The moment he said those words, they struck an odd chord in his mind. He remembered their repeated run-ins with the man in the cane, how the assassin had seemed always to know where to find them. Achi, please, Hitomi urged. Stop messing around and let's look for the minivan. Ooh. Yeah, it just caught his attention. He's like, oh. So we can keep watching him or not?
Yeah, let's keep we're gonna keep watching him. You already know we're gonna keep watching him. Sorry, this is something I'm curious about.
Achi continued to track the seedy-looking man. The weirdo rushed into a knick-knack shop on Center Guy. Soon after, the man with the coat appeared and followed him into the shop.
Aha! Looks like he snatched that guy's computer.
Still, they remained glued to the monitor. Oh, that's me. I think that's Hitomi. Oh, that's me. Hitomi took out her cell phone. It's an email from Mr. Tanaka.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was about time for my mood to take a dip.
Achi thought. What? Hitomi blurted. She looked up from her phone. Achi, Mr. Tanaka found the minivan.
He what? What does he say? Read it to me.
Okay. I ran after it, but wound up losing sight of it. It's heading toward Jinan. That's what he says.
What about your sister?
And we gotta jump. Nice. Oh, we can't jump. It's at 3.
They got us.
5.
Oh, was she inside?
He doesn't say. It just says Endo. Achi switched over to an array of surveillance cameras near Jinan. Is that your stomach rumbling?
My stomach is not rumbling right now.
Oh. I thought I heard something. The few seconds of the transition felt agonizingly slow. Maybe it was the game. The game's stomach was rumbling. Finally, 4 new images popped up. Achi quickly enlarged one of them.
Oh.
Ooh. Ah!
Oh.
Totally let out
They
a
got
tiny
us.
gasp. Yeah, I thought it was Achi too, because look at that face.
That's a big gasp.
That's the one! There on the monitor was the blue minivan. There's no doubt about it. Achi and Hitomi rushed from the building, speeding toward Jinan in an all-out run. Which? Oh. Run Achi, run Hitomi, run other guy who's looking for Miku. Interesting. Neither spoke. They simply dashed along in silence. Achi felt as if they'd been running a marathon and the finish line had finally come into view. They hooked a left at the station and darted past the Seibu department store.
Oh!
Achi pointed as he came to a stop. The blue minivan was still there, parked by the curb along the slight, hilly incline. Leaving Achi behind, Hitomi started rushing up the hill. What was that song? In Stranger
He's
Things?
rushing up that hill.
Rushing up that hill.
To find Maria.
Alarm bells
She's
started.
near a building. Okay, sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I would have done the same thing. I just didn't remember what the tune was. They played it so many times in that season.
Yeah.
But it slipped.
I actually got it. I got it wrong though, because building goes back up. It's like running up that hill, keep running up that road, keep running up that building. There it is.
There, yeah, that
All right.
sounds right. Alarm bells started going off in Achi's mind. Someone from the kidnapping crew was in that van. It was dangerous to approach carelessly. Ooh, what should we say?
How are these different? I don't understand the decision we're making. Let's go with Hitomi, wait. Hitomi, wait!
Achi shouted. But she didn't appear to hear his cries. The hope of rescuing her sister had driven all else from her mind. Hey, don't you remember we're dating? Achi started to run after her. Hitomi had reached the vehicle already. She brought her face close to one of its windows, but the tinted glass obscured the view inside. Hitomi circled around to the minivan's other side. Achi saw her grasping at the door. She slipped out of his view for just a moment. Ooh, video.
Oh, it's not good.
Doesn't seem good.
Seems distinctly ungood.
How did Achi get so far behind? I guess he stopped and she just ran on.
Yeah.
There was a thunderous explosion and a gout of flame tore the roof off the minivan like it was made of aluminum foil.
Hitomi!
Horrified, Achi charged through roiling smoke, searching for Hitomi. He saw two figures sprawled on the street, several meters from the van. Hitomi and Kanan.
Hitomi, wake up!
Achi cradled her in his arms, and her eyes drifted open faintly.
Are you okay? Are you white?
Hitomi didn't appear to understand him. Her only response was a blank, dazed look. There was a small patch of red on her face. Achi wiped it gently away with her finger. He saw no further signs of bleeding. She must have been splattered by someone else's blood then. As far as he could tell, she hadn't been gravely injured. Achi let out a sigh of relief.
Hitomi! Is she? Oh.
Oh.
Rats. This is Kanan. What is... do I voice Kanan, right?
Yes. Yeah, okay, next to her name, I have LOL, Southern Polite.
Okay. Hitomi, is she alright?
Kanan stirred on the ground. Her clothes were scorched in places, and she was bleeding from her head.
Kanan, did you save her? Is she alright? Yeah, what about her sister?
Kanan didn't respond.
No, it can't be.
Achi went to look inside the van. Amidst the smoke and the flames, he could make out the outline of a body.
What happened here?
Achi had to look away.
Get Hitomi out of here. Hurry. If those guys show back up...
Kanan's face twisted up with pain.
All right.
Achi settled Hitomi carefully in his arms.
Wait, I need to tell you something.
Kanan's pained gasp called him back.
Alphard. Oh. Alphard. That's the name of the mastermind. I'm sure it'll come up again if you keep pursuing this. But if you value your life, don't get involved with Alphard any further. Now go. Okay, and thanks.
Alphard. With Hitomi in his arms, Achi hurried from the scene. He wasn't sure where he was heading. He just wanted to get away, whatever that meant. I want to get away. He carried her past the crowd of onlookers that had swiftly begun to assemble. The flames of the burning van rose ever higher, roaring up toward the heavens. Oh wow. Already finished. Okay. So, what is there?
So we go. There's Madia, right?
Madia looks open. We did have like a ton of, well, not a ton. We had 2 jumps. One was to Madia, and one was to Minorikawa. But Minorikawa is still How did
bad.
that end? Something
Um,
to do with Miku. So I think Maria has to do something, right?
Miku's the wrestler girl.
Yeah. And in our storyline, Maria encountered Miku and was like, "Hey, I'm tired of
Don't quit
you
fighting.
talking, telling me your life story. So
Oh yeah,
just
yeah. She
believe in
was like,
yourself."
this
And then
girl's
she
so
bounced.
so boring. Yeah, and I want to actually go back and hang out with that guy who was trying to shoot me. I'm so bored talking to you. All
So
right, let's go to Maria.
should we
Maria,
change that choice? It looks like it's all the way back
because it's
here.
bad. Sure. Let's see what happens. Let's throw it against the wall and see if it sticks. It's a cute little gun.
Thanks. The assassin doesn't answer. He lets his pistol hang limp in his hand, the muzzle
Ooh.
dropping to point at the ground. Doesn't look like he wants to kill me anymore. Oh yeah, I have to read this in Maria's voice. But it doesn't look like he'll just let me go quietly either. So, I guess we just remain motionless?
Yeah.
I remain motionless, waiting for an opportunity to run away. I know you're voicing the assassin guy.
Oh, jeez. Okay. What do you have in your notes?
Um, menacing? I remember I said menacing last time, and then but you gave it a more creepy tone. So whatever one you want to do.
Um, I might not make it in time.
The man murmurs to himself under his breath. Not make it in time for what? I'm curious now, but this is hardly the time or place to try to find out more. I've learned for certain that I'm not Hitomi Osawa, which basically tells me nothing. I'm right back to square one on figuring out who I am. The assassin has gone quiet, sitting on a pile of crates. He seems lost in thought. Still, I don't dare try to get away. All I can do is stand and wait and mull over my own situation. Honestly, this is better than listening to some wrestler complain about her life.
It hasn't happened yet.
Just who am I? I ask myself again and again. I am. I am. I am.
I have business with you, the man finally says.
The man finally says. Did you say you have? He has business? I thought it was the opposite.
Oh, I have no business. No. Because I already read the first no, and I was like, I don't have to read that word again, do I? No, I have no business with you. Go. Don't worry. I won't follow you.
I wonder if I can believe him. Maybe
He
he's
could be
just.
crossing his fingers.
Maybe he's just trying to get me off my guard so he can shoot me in the back.
Do not go to the police or go back home.
He continues.
Lay low by yourself somewhere for a while.
How long is a while?
Until around sundown. This should all be over by then.
It'll all be over? I have no idea what it is, but I decide not to pry in case he decides to change his mind. Okay, I'm going to run away now.
Sure.
I take a slow step backward. I'm starting to turn away when he speaks up again.
Before you go, I need to tell you one more thing.
What's that?
But when you get your memories back, I'm sure you're going to hate me. And so I apologize in advance.
Of course, I have no idea what he's talking about. but it makes me even more uneasy.
I truly am sorry.
I've got no response for that, so I just give the man one last look before I turn and run. I decide to look for some place to hide out for a while, as the gunman suggested. Gunman. But since I don't really know my left from my right in this town, that's easier said than done. Before I realize it, I've made my way back to the knick-knack shop where I bought the necklace. Maybe I could hide out in here? As I contemplate that possibility, I hear an all too familiar voice. Who do you think this is?
This is Yanagi,
Yanagishita?
the guy who sounds like Bob Dylan. Yeah. What's his name?
Yanagishita?
Yanagishita. I always want to put an extra, like, there's two. I always want to change the A's to an I. Yanagishita, yeah. Tama.
There's Mr. Yanagishita on the floor of the shop. He's been tied up with some rope. What happened, boss?
That's you. Look, this is all just. I was framed.
Nah, whatever's happened, I'm pretty sure it was his fault. Just call it a hunch.
He says I'm a thief. Well, I say he's the thief for selling stuff he finds around town.
And you voiced the sales clerk. I think it's like
Yeah.
your normal voice.
Yeah, but stupid. And stupid. Not but stupid. Hey,
The sales clerk steps into view, scowling.
just what are you implying?
What in the world is going on here? I haven't the foggiest.
Tama, help me. Please.
Yanagishita kicks and squirms like a hyperactive child.
Do you know this man?
The sales clerk asks. No, well, I mean, sorta.
He's a real pain. He's been making it seem like this for as long as he's been here.
Okay, her shirt, it definitely says UT head. I still don't know what the other parts say.
Says, what are you looking at? You T-head?
UT head. I find it hard to imagine a worse way to interfere with someone's business.
I hate to ask,
The clerk continues.
but could you take him to the police for me?
The police?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the police... The gunman did specifically warn me not to go to them. I feel no loyalty to that killer, but I am reluctant to antagonize him. And for reasons I can't explain, I have a strong sense that going to the police right now is a bad move. But Mr. Yanagishita isn't privy to my thoughts, and he looks up at me with a hopeful gleam in his eye.
Yeah, that'll work. Tama can take me to the police. And then we can put this all behind us. All's well that ends well, right?
Well, sure. Feeling like I have no choice, I leave the shop with him.
Okay.
Mr. Yanagishita says excitedly as soon as we're out of earshot.
Now let's go find Chidi.
Huh? Aren't we going to the
What? No. We're not really gonna go.
Aren't we... I should have said it as, huh? Aren't we... Pokemon going to the polls.
Come on, go. Oh. Oh man, I'm so glad you showed up, Tama. Now come on, let's go find Cheaty.
From the big grin on his face, I have an inkling of what's coming next. You've thought of another get-rich-quick scheme, haven't you?
Goodness, Tama, you can see right through me.
It's not that difficult. It's practically written all over your face, boss. But Mr. Yanagishita isn't really listening. He's too full of enthusiasm.
Pardon me. Oh, that's a sneeze. We'll edit that out in post.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Alright. This time I got a line on 10 million yen. So come on, let's go make ourselves stinking rich.
He punctuates his grand announcement by pointing fervently at some non-existent listener.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's me. Several weeks later.
Whoa. Time jump. Hello.
Iron Stomach, a celebration of truly astonishing appetites when the mighty strong... Did you want to read that again? Oh, there it is. When the mighty stomach triumphs over the endless cavalcade of icebergs, the hero shall be blessed with fame and fortune.
That sounds like a clue that you would see in like a dungeon in an old Zelda game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Like when Dodongo sees red, the bridge will open or something.
I stand with Chiri on the winner's podium. The cheers and applause are deafening when the master of ceremonies makes the announcement. Chiri is the champion. She laughs with delight as she holds up the trophy that signifies her 10 million yen win. And me? I got runner-up. I wasn't too into the idea at first, but after giving it a shot, I found that professional gluttony kind of grows on you. Even I was surprised by how much I could eat, and I had to admit it felt kind of good. My memory still hasn't come back, but that doesn't matter anymore. I found myself a new purpose. To steal Chiri's spot on the throne. That right there is now my greatest goal in life.
What is this? Is this just a bad end? It had a weird vibe.
The throne of gluttony. Tama never got her memories back. She ended up starting a new life on the competitive eating circuit, which may not be a horrible fate, but wouldn't it be better if she recovered her old life as Maria? When she was cornered in the alley by the man with the cane, there's someone who could have turned up and helped her out, Yanagishita. But he can't do that if he ends up getting tied up at the knick-knack shop. Okay. So we gotta unleash the Yanagish. Let's see, is Minorikawa open? Oh, looks like Kano's open. And Minorikawa is open. Sawa is still on a keep out.
Let's check in with Bay.
Which one is Bay?
Minorikawa. Because he's super hot.
Oh yeah,
Kana
you're
is also kind of hot, but like his personality's not that hot. He's like kind of a loser.
right. Yeah. And
He's pretty hot though, actually.
he's got a girlfriend, and he's also got a girlfriend's dad.
He's got a girlfriend and a dad. He's spoken for. I have no shot. You're the idiot, Buster.
Minorikawa smacked Yanagishita right across the face.
Ouch.
Hitting him felt good. He decided to do it again. He drew back his arm to deliver another blow. But then, someone else came into the shop. Yanagishita's eyes lit up as they saw who it was.
Oh, my angel. Whatever is my darling Miku doing here?
Miku stood in the doorway, on the verge of tears.
Mr. Minorikawa?
Nailed it. She began, and then her voice choked up.
Miku? What's the matter? Is something wrong?
Miku drew in close to Minorikawa's side.
Huh? Huh?
Yanagisha's gaze darted back and forth between Minorikawa and Miku.
You two know each other? Sort of. Just guessing here. More to the point. Is she the girl you said you were in love with? That's right. The one and only Miku. I have her entrance music set as my ringtone.
So that's her theme? Paying no heed to Yanagisha's excitement, Miku kept her eyes fixed on Minorikawa.
I lost. To a girl who knows Aiki Jujutsu. I lost.
She buried her face in Minorikawa's chest.
Ah.
Yanagisha let out a gasp.
What's this about? What in the hell? No, I didn't say that. Sorry. It's. What in the what is this all about?
He seemed on the verge of panic.
Mr. Minorikawa, I need to learn Aikido Jujutsu. I feel so ashamed.
She buried her face even deeper into Minorikawa's chest.
Pardon me. That's... Oh. Wait, no, this is Yanagisha? That's so unfair.
With tears in his eyes, Yanagisha darted out the door. Minorikawa glared after the pathetic fellow as he scampered off.
The guy sure knows how to take advantage of a bad situation, I'll give him that.
He murmured. Oop.
Wait. What are we trying to make happen?
We need to let him get away. I think that's what we learned.
Okay. Alright. I just forgot what we were trying to do. Anyhow, I'm just glad I got my partner back.
Ordinarily, he'd be inclined to pursue Yanagisha and subject him to a tirade, at the very least. But there was no time for that now. He explained the situation to the shopkeeper, who flashed a sympathetic smile.
Shop?
Yeah, I think
Wait,
it was the shopkeeper.
Where are we?
We're
in the knick-knack shop again?
Yeah, we're in the knick-knack shop.
Okay.
When we started the scene, I think this was after Minorikawa chased Yanagisha to the knick-knack shop and stopped him from selling his laptop.
Okay. Is that so? Lucky for you, you screwed up then. Much as I'm happy to do business, I just can't buy a computer that doesn't come with its accessories. You'd have bought it from him if you had the accessories? Of course. Stolen or not, it's all the same once I've sold it.
The shopkeeper chuckled unapologetically.
Huh, I suppose that's true.
Minorikawa laughed along with him.
Yeah, all the same. Like hell it is.
He roared. The shopkeeper froze like a startled rabbit.
I bet everything you have for sale here has been stolen, hasn't it? Don't be ridiculous. I'll warn you up front. There's no use hiding things from me. I've interviewed you. After all, I know you.
The shopkeeper was getting more and more flustered.
Well, I mean, look, this is just between you and me, okay? Sometimes I go around gathering stuff that people have lost and I sell it here. But it's not stolen, it's just repurposed. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
The shopkeeper smiled ingratiatingly.
You moron! Oh, missing a quotation mark.
Oh, Minorikawa stuck his finger in the man's face. I thought Minorikawa was saying that himself.
No, I don't think he's saying that.
He just suddenly refers to himself in the third person.
Selling lost property is a serious crime, too.
If you didn't know, selling lost property is a potential violation of Article 254 of the Penal Code of Japan regarding embezzlement of lost property, which states, a person who embezzles lost property, drift property, or any other property which belongs to another person and is in no one's possession shall be punished by imprisonment with work for not more than 1 year, a fine of not more than 100,000 yen, or a petty fine. So don't do that. Don't do that.
It is. Well, I mean, I guess I sort of figured it might be sometimes. Well, I'm not the police. I'm more into curiosity than legality. In fact, I find this all pretty fascinating. I mean, what sort of things have you gathered up for sale? Well, let me see. Like this, and that, and that, and that.
The man pointed to various items on his shelves.
And also this, and that, and that, and that, I guess?
Minorikawa's eyes were directed all over the shop.
What's your junk?
Everything the shopkeeper had pointed out had a hefty price tag.
And you're actually able to sell things like this?
Minorikawa asked.
Sure, I can sell stuff. Earlier today, someone bought a big necklace. I listed it for 40,000 yen, but I just counted it down to 30,000. And you can still make a profit, even offering discounts? Sure, I mean, it was just something I found lying on the ground after all. Ha ha ha.
Minorikawa looked back at him, and for a moment, he laughed as well. Then his face turned hard.
This is no laughing matter.
He bellowed.
You need to stop what you're doing here right away. Otherwise, you're going to find out what it's like to get punished by my pen of justice. I wouldn't mind finding out what it's like to get punished by Minorikawa's pen of justice. But that's for a different episode.
Probably.
I'm so sorry.
The shopkeeper
Exclamation point.
bowed repeatedly. Minorikawa glared. The truth was that right now he was so busy he'd have to let this guy slide. Still, this whole asinine affair had eaten up a big chunk of time he didn't have to waste. He was going to have to finish up his copy back at the editing office. Laptop in hand, he left the shop, only to stop short when a slight figure stepped out in front of him.
Mr. Minorikawa.
Miku stood there, barring his path.
Please introduce me to a dojo where I can learn Aiki Jiu-Jitsu. I'm sorry. I really don't have time for this right now.
Minorikawa tried to hurry onward, but she stubbornly refused to let him pass.
You introduced me to that other dojo before, remember? I suppose so, now that you mention it.
He tried to slip by her on her right-hand side, but she was quick to block him.
You're the one who introduced me to the world of martial arts, Mr. Minorikawa. Well, yes. You know, you're putting me in a bit of a bind here.
Trying to slip by on her left was a no-go, too. She could anticipate his every move.
Please, just hear me out.
Miku said. She was speaking through quiet sobs now.
I can't stand to leave things like this.
She looked Minorikawa right in the eye. Ooh, what should we say? Sorry?
Just tell her
Sorry.
sorry. You just have to suck it up and persevere until you can win again. And I don't have time to help you find a freaking dojo. I'm trying to save some weird guy from like killing himself.
So A?
Yes. Sorry. You'll just have to persevere until you're able to win again. It's something you need to do yourself. But you were the champion at that one pub, right? Maybe you're mistaken that you'd be able to win in an actual for real fight.
Miku began to tremble.
You jerk.
Miku delivered a blindingly fast slap to Minorikawa's cheek.
Why'd you have to put it like that? You're so mean.
Bursting into tears, Miku ran off.
Hey, Miku.
She gave no sign she'd heard him, and didn't turn around. Minorikawa rubbed his cheek. It stung. For once, he actually regretted what he'd said. Maybe he shouldn't have assumed she'd be willing to just give up her hobby. He did in fact know of several Aikijutsu dojos. If only he had the time, he could have introduced her easily enough. Checking his watch, he saw that he only had 30 minutes and change until 4 o'clock. There was no more wiggle room at this point. These articles needed to get written, and fast. He needed to get back to the editing department. And yet...
Oh, damn it all to hell. I can't get work done like this.
Minorikawa broke into a run. But he didn't run for Heaven Publishing. Instead, he went after Miku. A keep out.
Keep out. This might be a good time to stop for me.
Yeah. Let's see, for next time though, Kano is open, but it might just lead to another keep out. Something probably changed. Achi is different, and so is Maria. Sawa still the same. So we got 3 options for next time.
Ooh.
So, what are your impressions, thoughts, theories?
I think that Hitomi is not actually dead. I don't think she died in the car explosion.
I think that's safe.
Because then that would mess up the story a lot. Because she's one of the main characters.
Yeah, maybe she's just knocked out.
Yeah. And I think that I don't know. Not that much stuff happened. I'll say this. I'm disappointed that the thing that one of my only legitimate predictions, which was Chidi winning the ice cream contest, showed up as a bad end.
Yeah.
So that's a bummer.
Maybe she has to do it herself.
Yeah. She did it my way. I did it my way. That's Limp Bizkit, My Way or the Highway.
Oh. I know there's a Christopher Lee song where he's like, I did it my way. But it might be, you know, a cover or something.
Yeah. My way. Christopher Lee.
Alright.
That's the kid from Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah. That's why I said R.I.P. Because it stands for Rest in Pooh.
It isn't in him. This is a this is a family video, man. You can't be talking about that kind of stuff. We'll edit that out in post.
All right, we're in the wind down outro part of the episode. I don't think we had one last time. We just ended it.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Do you have
Um,
anything interesting to talk about though?
uh,
Oh, there's a tangent that I was gonna bring up before
okay.
that I could bring up now, but I don't know if I've talked about it before. Did I talk about Encanto, the Disney movie?
That Disney movie where everyone has powers except for that one girl, and she's like, "Still be cool.
Yeah,
Do you know what have powers? I can still be cool. I'm like Sokka." Okay, so yeah, so what's the deal?
I was gonna
What? Tell
say
me
that
about it.
uh, that movie re- reminded me of Bakemonogatari. It's got like similar plot, minus the horniness, where it's just like um, the main character solves, in air quotes, uh, other characters' personal issues by just talking to them.
Oh,
That's basically the plot of Bakemonogatari, right?
is it?
I mean, there's
Adaragi,
a bunch
like
of supernatural stuff and things happen, but at its core,
Adaragi's
it's just
always
like
putting his life on the line, though, right? His defining traits, other than being a disgusting like pervert, are that he's
but that's how
um,
it happens though, right? Like
altruistic and like
it's
fearless.
like meets girl, girl has an issue, and he's like, okay, I'll help. But all he does is just listen and get beat up, and then they resolve their own issues.
Okay, yeah, in that sense, okay, I see it. I see it. I see what you're saying.
Which is kind of what happens in Encanto. She goes up to family member. They say they reveal a personal issue, and she listens. I guess she doesn't really get beat up, but then they figure it out.
You're gonna have to put Encanto spoilers warning in the
Sorry,
video
sorry
description.
for spoiling Encanto for you. And I guess we also spoiled Bakemonogatari. Gatari.
Ah, not really.
Yeah, that's true. So if you ever gonna watch Encanto, I'm sorry, but I heard that spoilers um, make you enjoy things more, or for some people, most people.
Really?
I heard there are studies that like the entertainment industry has been doing, and they found that like slight spoilers increases the enjoyment for most people more, slightly more than it decreases the enjoyment for like a smaller percent of people.
I could see that.
That's why like movie trailers tend to reveal a little bit more of the plot these days. Like
Cool.
I'm trying to think of an example of a trailer that reveals. Like
Like in the Old Yeller trailer where the Old Yeller gets rabies and he shoots him.
yeah, where they take Old Yeller out back behind the shed and shoot
Yeah.
him.
It's like comes in theaters this Thursday.
Yeah,
Old Yeller.
that's why so many
Oh,
people really enjoyed that movie, is because of the trailers. Like they showed a rabied up Old Yeller going to the back of the shed, and then you heard a gunshot, and all
yeah.
the audience was like, "I gotta see this. I gotta know. I gotta see how things led to this moment."
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
83% in Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice. It's really good.
Let's see what else. Oh, I updated my board game a little bit. Stardust Butterfly. You gotta try it out sometime.
Okay. Very
Someday
cool.
we'll record some gameplay of it.
Yeah, a little something for the folks at home to look forward to. The butterfly heads.
All the Stardust Butterfly heads.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but for if you're just a 428 Shibuya Scramble head, um, we'll probably have another episode next week. No
Yeah, I think
promises though,
so.
but
I think so. It'll be Tuesday, July 12th. That'll be my a fun fact. I mean, July 19th. That is my. Oh, wait, should I not say when we're recording these because it makes us look lazy?
oh no, I write it down in the description, so it's fine. You can say it.
Oh, okay. My ex-girlfriend, who I haven't talked to in over a decade, will be turning 34 and a half
Oh,
on that day.
and a half, huh?
34 and a half.
My birthday's actually coming up, and I'm turning 31.
Oh, is
Probably
your
gonna
birthday tomorrow?
we're probably gonna celebrate it by going to 31.
Is that Baskin and Robin?
Yeah, that's Baskin Robbins.
That's pretty sweet.
Big
Is
deal.
your birthday tomorrow though, or the day after?
Yeah. I don't know if I should say that.
What? Why? What's gonna
Is it bad to
happen?
give out your birthday? Well,
I don't think it's bad.
it's tomorrow. Yeah.
I think it's okay.
YouTube's
If
gonna
it's
steal my.
bad, then I apologize to my ex-girlfriend
Sorry,
and you.
Yoshi's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Um. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, you didn't have to say you're turning 31. Now they know what year it is.
Well, I couldn't explain the the 31 thing, Baskin Robbins
All
thing,
right.
without saying
All
the
right.
number, because then it wouldn't make sense. Hey, I'm turning, it's my birthday. I can't tell you the age, but we're going to Baskin Robbins because there's 31 flavors. It's appropriate. I can't say that. You won't get the joke.
They wouldn't get the joke.
They'd be like, "Wait, why Baskin Robbins? What's important by the number 31?" It's because my birthday's on the 31st. That's why.
Oh, I think I know your mother's maiden name. Can I say that? I'll save that for the next episode.
Yeah, we'll save it for the next episode. For any of the identity thieves in the audience, if you just keep watching our episode, eventually you will know everything. Episode 43 will have my social security number.
Heck yeah. All right, folks.
That's the
Thanks for
episode.
thanks for hanging out.
I gotta stop the recording. See you guys next time.